So a report came out today, and I'll say it from the start. It's from Dave Meltzer, okay? So we're going to pick this apart because I think it's the biggest pile of horse manure I've actually read on the internet forever. Genuinely, okay? So it starts off with a line, despite his popularity, there was a feeling within WWE that Wyatt was doing more harm than good. Basically implying that WWE, in the end, hated The Fiend. Now, this has been a very popular tagline for Dave Meltzer since Bray Wyatt's release. It kind of throws shade both at WWE and of Bray Wyatt. But let's take a little deep dive into what Uncle Dave Meltzer actually said, shall we? Okay? So, the argument against him was that, with the exception of Daniel Bryan, pretty much everybody he worked with got destroyed by him and was left for shit and had to rebuild and had to turn heel. Okay, first of all, the Fiend changed people. Yes, that was part of the story. We all spoke about it at the time. But Dave, I don't know if you know this, but wrestling is booked, and this is a WWE decision to book people as a heel. Surely. What? I don't know how that can be Bray Wyatt's fault, but let's keep going. He went on to say Seth turning heel because they absolutely destroyed him as a babyface. That's absolutely due to the Bray Wyatt thing and the booking of the Bray Wyatt thing. No, it was because Seth Rollins was trash at the time. They booked him like trash as champion. They put him with his wife, Becky Lynch, on screen, which is something fans didn't want to see in feuds that fans didn't care about and didn't want to see. And at that point, they'd ruined babyface Seth Rollins. And at that point, fans had the desire to see Seth Rollins turn heel. How the hell is that Bray Wyatt's fault? What? I don't even... Oh, the best part about this was he said he was fired having to do with things that I probably shouldn't talk about. So I'm not going to start a can of worms, but it's got nothing to do with that. He had health issues also, as far as being kept out of action and everything like that. Now, first of all, if Dave Meltzer is saying he knows why Bray Wyatt is fired, he's a wrestling journalist. Surely he would want enough clicks to be able to put that article out there. Just saying. He doesn't know. He's just implying he knows, because when it does come out, probably from Wyndham himself, he can say he knew all along. And to talk about a man's health issues like that in passing, it's a bit disrespectful. And if I've seen some fans say that this could be down and interpreted as the spooky dooky stuff that The Fiend did, the supernatural element of The Fiend character. Although I like that kind of stuff, I can understand some people don't, but that's not seemingly what it is. Since Bray's release, you look at Joe Gacy in NXT. WWE are trying to make Joe Gacy a supernatural style character. Hell, even the Judgment Day. Just this week, Dirt Sheets reports say that Edge was kicked out of the group because WWE wanted to take it in the direction of a spooky supernatural gimmick. Edge was opposed to that, so they removed him from the group. That's the Dirt Sheet report. If that is to be believed, then WWE want a current active supernatural gimmick. So that can't be the reason they didn't like the Fiend gimmick. Because you can change this. You could mould this. If the turning people heel thing is the problem, you stop turning people heel. It's not a big deal. Surely WWE know that. Bray Wyatt would definitely know that. Dave Meltzer just seems to be smoking something I don't think he should be, and just seems to like to throw shade at Bray Wyatt. Now, WWE could also revert Bray Wyatt away from the Fiend character if that is what was not working. They did slightly for a little bit, but then they brought it straight back to the Fiend, so it surely wasn't that. The Fiend was not the problem. WWE's booking of the Fiend was a big problem for definite. But the actual character of the Fiend was not. I don't know. Every now and then, Dave Meltzer likes to throw the same article out, reworded, retitled, but it all comes back to WWE Hate The Fiend, because if you're a Bray Wyatt fan, it makes you hate WWE, and if you're a WWE fan, it makes you hate Bray Wyatt. Win-win for Dave Meltzer. That's exactly what this article's all about. Biggest pile of horse manure I've read on the internet, but a lot of you wanted me to cover it. There you go. I think this video might get demonetized. If it doesn't get demonetized, it's probably going to get restricted. I don't care. I really don't care. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you next time. Peace!